Welcome back to the Movie Draft House. I'm your host, Mark, joined by ice cream eating Jeff.
I just finished my delicious. Well, it was all right. It was a Klondike bar, but it was the Reese's one. It was all right.
Okay. What's your favorite
Not enough
Klondike
peanut
bar?
butter for me. I don't know that I have one. I don't think that they're that great, honestly. I think the chocolate's too thin on it, and the ice cream's just okay.
Oh.
But they were BOGO, and that's what mattered.
I guess. I don't know how to feel about you saying that they're meh.
What's your Let me tell you, there's not a lot of things I'd do for a Klondike bar.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's my favorite is the Oreo. I enjoy the Oreo ones the most. However, the Snickers ones aren't bad. It's been a while since I've had a Klondike bar, actually. But
yeah. Well, they're BOGO right now. It's when you head to the local grocer, pick up a pair.
The grocer.
I also got mint chocolate chip, which I think I'm going to like a little more.
I haven't had mint chocolate chip in a long time. Mint chocolate chip anything.
It's classic.
It is a classic. It is a classic. Wait, how did one come up with a mint chocolate chip flavor?
They brushed their teeth and then had chocolate, and we're like, "Oh shit, this ain't too bad.
This is all right." It's interesting. It's just an interesting flavor for an ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Jeff, tell them what the theme is this year as we start to get to the last couple months of the year and what we watched this week.
Yeah, so our theme this year has been 1 degree of separation, each film sharing either an actor, a writer, or some other shit with the next film. So, for example, last week we watched, what did we watch? What did we watch?
Maxine, didn't
No.
it? Was it Maxine?
Oh, yeah. We watched.
Yeah,
because you picked.
It was Maxine. No.
But I didn't pick this Demeter movie. You picked Maxine. What are we watching before?
Damn it. No, it was Maxine. No, it wasn't. Damn it.
No, because you picked Maxine and you picked this.
It was Boogeyman. Damn it. How are we so bad at this?
Yeah.
How are we so bad at this?
I don't know. We've been doing it for years and we've still not figured it out. So Boogeyman there was something in there, which I don't remember. What's his face?
It was you tied Boogeyman to Sophie Thatcher, and this week's movie, Damien Dastmalchian.
There you go. That's who it is.
Was in this week's movie,
The Last Voyage of the Demeter. It came out in 2023, and it stars Vanjik Dastmalchian.
Andre Overidol.
Was that his name? David Dastmalchian, Liam Cunningham, Corey Hawkins, Aisling Francoisis. Yep, I'm offending everyone. And Javier Botet. He played Dracula.
It's directed by Andre Overidol, and that's how you pronounce his name.
Yeah.
I looked it up, and I had the little voice say it back to me. Andre Overidol, even though it looks weird. The name looks weird. The letters. It's very Norwegian, Scandinavian.
It's almost like you shouldn't pronounce the O because there's a cross through it.
Is that what that means?
I don't know. You just said it has the O sound.
It does. I mean, according to Google AI. So anyways, I mean, take that for what you want. It could be wrong. Anyways, this movie runs for an hour 58 as rated R. Jeff, had you ever seen this one?
Never heard of it.
Okay.
Didn't know it existed.
Yeah.
Had I seen the trailer for it, I would have passed because it's a movie on a boat.
It is a movie on a boat.
I just, not, I don't know, just movies on boats.
Yeah.
I don't get out of bed for movies on boats.
You're not a boat guy. Got it.
It's like horse movies. I don't want to watch a horse movie, and if they did a boat horse movie, I would definitely be checked out.
Wasn't some of that movie on a boat?
Nah,
No?
definitely not.
Oh, okay.
No way was the War Horse movie on a boat. That would be just a bridge too far.
Yeah, so I had seen this before, maybe when it came out, and I remember watching it on whatever streaming service, and I didn't pay much attention to it because it's that type of movie where you can put it on. This is going to sound bad, but you put it on the background, and there's things happening. You can look up and you be like, "Oh, okay, that's happening." And you look back down for another 15 minutes. You look back up and you're like, "Oh, that guy died. That's happening." And so I didn't pay attention to the story. I knew there was a vampire involved. I didn't really.
So you said that's right. You said you had seen this before.
Yes.
Okay.
And so, but it was on in the background. So, watching it now, I'm gonna say I'm not a fan.
Ooh, okay.
It's like a crappy version of Aliens on a boat, which is really Aliens, but because a ship is a ship. But there's too much story trying to happen here, and not enough scary jump, like horror elements. I just felt like the movie kind of tried to do too much in this confined set, I guess, and I really feel that's where the movie just really loses any momentum that it's trying to carry with this cool idea of how Dracula got to where Dracula is. I mean, whatever the lore of the story is.
Yeah.
What about you? What did you think of this one?
I didn't hate it. I think there were some positives. I think that the special effects were pretty good. I like a lot of the, as much as I said I don't want to be on a boat, some of my favorite moments are at night when they're just it's clear and they're on the boat and they're just enjoying the night. That sounds very relaxing to me. And I found appealing. I thought the boat looked kind of interesting, I guess. And I think the characters were decent enough, like to a degree. Honestly, I really just think there was one character that was interesting, and that was Corey Hawkins' character. But I do think this is mostly just going to be a forgettable movie. Like, I think in a year's time, someone will ask, what about that? I'm like, yeah, that's that vampire boat movie. I can't tell you shit about that.
Yeah.
Because I think it'll just pass away. It's just another movie, This one's going to be hard to pull a podcast episode out of because it's just kind of like, yeah, it's a vampire on a boat.
Well, and my main problem with this is that it's quite obviously trying to be a horror movie, and it's trying to be a horror / creature film, which I'm on board for. Get it on a ship. But I also think that there's too much. Like I said, there's too much story trying to be told. About like, this Dracula got put on this boat, but he stowed away this woman who he's gonna feed on, and like, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about why he's there.
Yeah.
I know who Dracula is, and so does like 99% of an audience that's watching a movie about a vampire does. I don't think you need to like get into this niche area of like Dracula's history, and I really feel like the movie just kind of fumbles with itself.
Ooh.
Yeah, like playing with it. But and Corey Hawkins, and I like Corey Hawkins the actor. I think he's pretty dynamic in range. I've seen him in a couple of different things, and he's kind of fish out of water here. I'm pretty sure he's the only minority.
More boat puns.
That one I wouldn't even try. But I'm pretty sure he's the only minority in this film. He plays the part well, and like you said, he's a dynamic character, and because the movie's trying to like tell this story about this area of Dracula's history, I think Corey Hawkins handles it well. I also like Liam Cunningham. I told you that last week, that he's one of my favorite British actors, in that he's he plays a like a, what is this, 1500s, era ship captain really well. But
very convincing, yeah.
Yeah, I just, but I think the setting gets kind of wonky is because the entire movie pretty much takes place on this ship, but this ship is like the Titanic. It's like the Titanic massive ship where everybody is like on opposite ends of the boat, and they can't find Dracula, and it's like, well, the boat's not that big. Like, where the fuck is he?
One degree of separation real quick. Liam Cunningham was in the movie War Horse.
Oh,
just
good.
Bringing that back around.
Good. Yeah.
War Horse, good movie.
So you say.
It is good.
I'm never going to watch it, but
why not?
That type of movie does not interest me.
Yeah. Doesn't interest me at all. I don't like horses and I don't like war movies, and yet that movie kicks ass.
No, I get it. Steven Spielberg, war. It's just like World War II. It's a World War II movie, right? Or a World War One movie.
Yeah.
No, it's World War One.
One or two, one, yeah.
Because they had horses in one. Not so much in two. The movie is boring.
It's fine. You don't have to watch a good movie.
Boring to me,
unless I make us watch it. You know what? It is 1 degree of separation. We can watch this bitch next week.
I'm gonna call your bluff and say you don't want to watch that movie again.
You're right. You called it.
But no, it's just the setting gets wonky here is because like they're hiding and stowing away from Dracula, and they all huddle up in this giant cabin, which is essentially the bridge of the boat. But it seems like it fumbled. The movie, there's that word again, doesn't do well with its self-imposed setting. Like it establishes that this boat is pretty large, but it doesn't give us anything horror movie-esque about this vampire picking people off one by one. Like I compared it to Aliens at the top of the show. I really think that it could have really done 1v1 or ratio 1-to-1 with its comparison to Aliens. Had they just made Dracula this xenomorph type character that's picking people off.
Yeah, and it has like one line in the movie. The Dracula says "you will" at one point.
Yeah,
I kind of was. The thing about Dracula that's interesting is that he is intelligent and does communicate. And they didn't do that here, so it is very much just a monster. And I think that does hurt things a bit, Like, it could have been anything else. It could have been a bear in a box. But they
a bear on a boat would have been that would have been really, really interesting. I would watch that movie.
Cocaine bear on a boat. Hold on. Cocaine bear on a boat would be a movie. There's too many cocaine bears on this motherfucking boat. Samuel Jackson and Cocaine Bear on a Boat. I think we just made $1 billion.
That's
a $1 billion idea.
Somebody get Sam L. Jackson on the phone. We got an idea.
And you got Lonely Island there on the boat as well. Cocaine Bear on a boat.
The production value of this movie is really good. I thought you can tell that some money was sunk into this film, and I
sunk. Oh man, keep it coming.
But I don't think this movie made any money at the box office. I don't remember it going to theaters.
Like I said, I didn't know this movie existed. So let me check that part.
But I just the production value is good, and I enjoy a movie that has a really good production budget and does good things with it. Like I thought the CG in this movie was pretty good. I thought the casting was good and the sets were good, and so you can see the money for the movie was probably put to good use.
But, so Let's talk about money.
Okay.
On a budget of $45 million.
Okay, not as expensive as I thought.
Okay, what do you think the returns were?
Oh, it's got to be in the 20s.
Well done. Gross worldwide, 21.
Yeah. I mean,
21 mil.
Pure
so,
flop. Now, it probably is getting residuals on streaming. Like it's probably made its budget back, I would imagine.
Yeah, maybe
by this time, but I mean, certified flop. And even though $45 million isn't a ton when we're talking,
that's a lot of money.
No, sure, but as far as
how many
movies
nuts
go,
you can buy.
yeah, but like,
it's a lot of nuts.
It's a lot of nuts.
That's just quoting one of my favorite films. Go on. I'm sorry.
I just think like for the budget, production was pretty good, and that's probably my highest praise for this movie is that it looks good. It's a good looking movie, but like at one point, like towards the end, like Dracula sprouts its wings, and they're like, "Oh shit, it can fly!" And I was like, "What do you think? It's a fucking vampire."
Well, they don't. This is okay. Hold on now. I feel that's unfair to the film just because this is the first time they've ran into a vampire, right? Dracula is the first vampire.
Sure.
And so they wouldn't know that they just need to get garlic and sunlight and shit. They just kind of...
No, but their whole plan is they're going to sink the ship with this thing on it. And like then it sprouts wings. And they're like, oh, fucking scratch that shit.
Yeah.
And so they trap it in the box and sink the boat anyway. And it's like, oh, okay. But then the whole subplot of the boy, the captain's son, and, him essentially going mad because the kid died. And like, why? Just decisions of why. Why even put that in? It serves no purpose other than to get rid of Liam Cunningham's character. Where you could have just had him die by Dracula.
Via vampire.
Right. And I've never read Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Nobody has. Nobody knows what it is.
So I don't know how much of this movie is like straight up adaptation from that book. I would venture to say probably a small chunk of it. There's probably a lot of liberties taken here because...
Well, from what it sounded like, and I've not read the book, and I don't plan on it.
Right.
But it's taken from the log that the captain wrote is in the book.
Yeah.
Dracula, and then that's what based this entire movie on. Was one part of the Dracula book.
And I saw a lot of credit to the script for this movie and the plot is because it's something that hadn't been done before. It's a portion of that book that hasn't been done. And so and I think Dracula's been done, so many times before that's hard to find.
At least once.
It's hard to find new avenues to go down with Dracula. And I thought this movie chose something out of the ordinary and had an idea that could have been pretty good. I just think the execution behind the idea wasn't good, and so that makes the movie kind of boring to me. And even though there is a lot of killing in this movie, it's just like kind of off-screen killing, kind of like ho-hum.
And at night.
Yeah, that sucks.
It's like, oh, I scratched him, he's dead. Now, there is an exception. The scene where they bring the one guy up and he's tied to the post.
Yeah.
And then the sunlight lights his ass on fire, I think is the best cinematic version of a vampire being lit on fire by sunlight I've ever seen. There's a lot of qualifiers there, but it was really well done, really excellent.
Yeah, I just I just think I'm more disappointed in.
You're not angry, you're disappointed.
Yeah, because the movie has potential. The story has potential. The direction, the genre of type of movie, that's the same thing, but the genre of horror film, I guess, because there's different types of horror films, right?
Sure.
I think the idea that it has was a good one. It's just the execution was wonky, and it makes for a kind of just a boring movie about a creature that also shares the name with Dracula. And I don't know. I'm just, yeah.
This was just Mitch at the wrong spot. We just came off of Boogeyman, which is a movie you really enjoyed. And now granted, you picked this one.
Yeah.
You only have yourself to blame.
I do, but we're getting this movie. This episode comes out right the day before Halloween, and so I was hoping we'd get a good creature film. And ultimately, while the creature design here is fine, Dracula as this humanoid bat.
I didn't like it.
No,
he looked a lot like the vampire from Salem's Lot, the TV miniseries, which is a Stephen King thing. But yeah, he kind of looked like that in the face, but then he had bat body. Like I thought, and then I will say the ending I liked. I did like the moment when they're off the boat.
Yeah,
and Clement is there, and he's like, "I'm gonna hunt this bastard down." But then you hear the knocking in the bar, and you see Dracula with the coat and the high collar and the top hat with the cane. I thought that was cool.
I mean,
that could have been. I think if you set this movie on land against that Dracula, and Clement's looking for him and shit, I think that could be a better movie.
Well, I don't. Yeah, it probably would be, but
it would just be the regular Dracula.
Correct.
Film.
Right, and I think setting it on the ship sets it up to make the type of horror movie that these people obviously wanted to make, and I applaud the effort, right? Because it's hard to make a movie, but the execution was terrible, and they ended up making a movie that, like you said, everybody would forget 5 minutes after walking out of a theater or watching it or turning it off or whatever. And I think it obviously was thinking, oh, hey, this may make money. Let's set it up for a sequel. Well, that's never going to happen. So we just get kind of this open-ended ending where we're just kind of like, oh, that's how Dracula got here. And so it is. So
yeah. I will say too, I was not a big fan of the character of Anna. I did not care. Like when she showed up, and there was supposed to be maybe like some sort of, maybe not love story between her and Clemens or whatever, but it kind of feels that way a bit, especially at the end when he's sitting in the bar drawing a picture of her. But I thought, honestly, the cast is pretty well forgettable. She was maybe the only thing that made her not forgettable is that she was the only female in the movie.
1 degree of separation. She is the female lead in Twinless.
We just talked about
we just talked about it off pod. That's a good movie. If you have access to watch it, go watch Twinless. But anyway, Jeff, do you recommend this one?
No, it's I don't want to call it a waste of time, but
no, I mean
it's not even scary,
right?
Like,
and it's 2 hours. That's what I'm saying. Like it's 2 hours.
That is true. It is longer than it needs to be,
right?
There's a lot of like wandering around on the boat, being like, "Where the heck did Tim go? Where's Tim? Oh, Tim's sick. Tim's a vampire now." I didn't need that.
Yeah, there is quite a bit of filler here. That while it's hard to get around, I guess, because these characters, we're introduced to these characters so early on that's hard to get around their filler, because like it's not like the story deviates into some weird side plot. Like we're introduced to all these characters pretty up front in the movie, and so like I felt like the movie actually was trying to give each character a proper ending of sorts. And it just ended up bloating the film and, making me not care about really any of them, is because, 1, the kid's a whiny little bitch. 2, Liam Cunningham ends up being a whiny little bitch. And what's his face? Corey Hawkins, not a whiny little bitch, but like also kind of a bitch,
kind of bland a little bit.
I tell you who
he didn't whine at all. He was
no, but like I just felt like he was kind of like ho hum, Yeah. I tell you what, I did not expect David Dastmalchian to be as buff in this movie as he is.
You know who he reminded me of the whole time he was on screen?
Yeah.
Alfred Molina. I think it was the mustache.
Okay. Yeah. I can see that. But I mean, in every other movie you see him in, he is a scrawny, skinny man. And in this movie, he is pretty, I mean, he's pretty thick. And
he's got 2 jackets on.
Maybe. You know, that's what I do when I want to look buff. Just throw 2 jackets on.
I just put on another jacket. They're like, damn, Jeff, you're fatter than usual. Oh, this did not pay off.
Let me shed a layer. Hold on. It's like, Jeff, you look so slim. But all right, I'm not gonna recommend this one either. It's I just feel like it is a waste of time for what the movie is. But highly forgettable.
Halloween isn't ruined.
Halloween is not ruined. Because we have a bonus episode dropping tomorrow. Right here on the feed, and so join us tomorrow, same time, same channel. As we review Hoobie Halloween, and this is Jeff's first foray into the Hoobie Halloween, and so I can't wait. Can't wait.
A reoccurring film mentioned on our pod because it is an all-time favorite of Mark's.
It is. It's a seasonal favorite.
Halloween.
It's like watching
Halloween
Elf.
Tradition.
It's like watching Elf at Christmas, or your favorite Christmas movie at Christmas. It's like that's what it is to me.
I think it was last year or maybe a couple years ago. I don't remember. One year we watched Jingle All the Way.
Yeah.
And I had seen it before, and I was like, yeah, it's fine. And then this time it enchanted me, and it was like, oh, I get it now. I get why this is a lot of my friends' favorite Christmas movie. And that's what I'm doing. I'm going to go in with that expectation.
I hope you
bewitch me for a more timely turn.
God,
and that
I just hope you don't shit on it.
Listen, I'll promise you this. I will bring constructive criticisms if I have them, but I will not just flat out be like, what a log of shit.
Well, you got to know what you're getting too, right?
Really a log of shit. Like, I mean, if it's really a log of shit, I got to let it have it. But I can't imagine.
It's not.
Have you ever seen The Ridiculous Six?
Yeah, and that was a log of shit.
Okay, so if it's that bad, I'm gonna have to
it's not.
tell you about it.
It's not. It is.
Okay.
It is very much what I would compare. It's probably Adam Sandler's closest film to Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison type.
Oh, that is.
It's high praise. It's high praise.
It's high praise.
But it gives me that type of sentimental emotion while watching it, is because Adam Sandler is it's almost like he has the ability to channel this like inner childlike character, and it's a wonderful movie. It's a wonderful Halloween film, and I can't wait. So we're gonna that drops tomorrow, so join us back here tomorrow. But Jeff, tell them what we're watching next week.
Next week for our regularly scheduled episode, and we've left the realm of spooky season, so it's time to maybe pick up the pace a little bit.
Yeah, let's get back to good films.
I think most of what we watched this month was pretty good, right?
Yeah, it was fine. Yeah,
you loved Boogeyman.
I did.
And then Alien was pretty decent, and the fuck, Maxine was all right. It's fine. All right, yeah, so it was fine. So we're back to watching good movies, and the writer on this film we just watched,
Bram Stoker,
Bram Stoker. No, is Zach Alwicki.
Okay,
Olkowicz,
yep.
who co-wrote a film alongside Kotaro Isaka, which I'm guessing he might have. Anyway, doesn't matter. I haven't done any research on it, so I don't know. But it is a action flick starring Brad Pitt, Brian Tyree Henry, Joey King, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Michael Shannon, Sandra Bullock, Bad Bunny. So you're gonna have a lot to work with here. We're gonna watch Bullet Train.
Yeah.
Have you seen Bullet Train?
I haven't, and I've been avoiding it for a reason.
Okay.
These type
is it finger related?
No. Is there finger stuff in this movie?
I don't think so. I don't know. I know nothing really about it. I just watched the general trailer and I was like, oh, okay.
No, this type of movie often have bad times with these types of movies. These high-paced, kind of quick-wit dialogue, just nonstop action, in your face, bright lights, lots of characters. A lot of the movies that I watch that are like this don't end up being.
I have another film. Do you want to tempt fate and I could go with this other film? Only problem is it's horror again.
Which one do you want to watch more? Have you seen the other one that you have?
I have seen neither of them.
Okay.
The other one has a better Metacritic score.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter to me.
And it stars James McAvoy. Now, you may have seen it. Well, let me just tell you.
Hold on. Okay.
Have you seen Speak No Evil?
I have seen Speak No Evil, but that's a much better movie.
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't seen Bullet Train, but no, let's watch Bullet Train.
Okay, Bullet Train.
Because James McAvoy is, I mean, we would just probably end up gushing over Speak No Evil, but
you would just hear this in the background. That's how much we love James McAvoy.
In post, I'm gonna amplify that sound.
Yeah, you can look at the video and see me jerking my cheeks. I forgot I was on video when I was doing it too.
Makes it more authentic.
Yeah.
Anyway, you give me a lot to work with Bullet Train, so appreciate that. Have we done Brad Pitt?
Not that I recall.
He wasn't how we got. No, it was Kirsten Dunst, right? How we got to with the interview with the vampire.
Yeah, sure.
I don't think it was Brad Pitt.
You'll have to do your research.
Yeah. Anyways.
I don't think we did Brad Pitt.
Okay.
I don't think any of these people were connecting to anything else. So.
Okay. Well, for sure. I mean, it's like a smorgasbord of actors in this one. So appreciate that. So join us next week as we watch Bullet Train, and we get back to our regular. As we wind down the month, so it's
the chains are off.
Yeah,
we can do what we want now within the realm of 1 degree of separation.
But we only have about 7 weeks left.
I know.
In this theme,
Should
self-imposed
we talk
theme.
about what our first theme of the year is going to be?
Oh, we could.
Now
let's think about it and bring it back next week.
Yeah,
and we can launch. We can get into it some of then. Anyways, what you can also get into is you hit the subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. So hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any future content right here on the podcast. And if you want to follow the podcast on all your favorite social media platforms, we're at Movie Draft House. Find us on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, right here on YouTube. Jeff, tell them where they can find you.
You can find me on my other podcast called Chronologically, where we go through full filmographies of cinema's greatest creators. Right now, we're working our way through the 90s films of Stephen King. And my other podcast called All Things Being Sequel, where we look at long-running film series. And that's it.
That's it. Jeff.
And right here on the Movie Draft House.
Any last words?
None at all. See you next week.